Are you wondering if God has a message for you? In this video, we explore 9 clear signs that may indicate God is trying to communicate with you. From unexpected encounters to recurring thoughts, learn how to recognize the subtle ways in which divine messages can manifest in your life. If you're seeking guidance or confirmation from a higher power, watch this video to gain insight into how God might be speaking to you. 1442, the 22nd of July 2024, Louisa. Let's see if I can spot and interpret the 9 clear signs that God may have a powerful message just for you. One of the most surreal experiences of my life was when I was going through a tough time, feeling lost and unsure about my direction. I was praying for guidance, and one day, while walking in a park, I stumbled upon a small notebook lying on the grass. As I flipped through its pages, I found a handwritten note that read, "You are not alone, and you are loved." It was a message that resonated deeply with me, and I knew it was a sign from God that I was on the right path. The concept of signs from God can be a bit mysterious, but essentially, it's about being open to receiving messages from the divine. It's about trusting that God is always communicating with us, guiding us, and nudging us in the right direction. Sometimes, these signs can be subtle, other times they can be loud and clear. But the key is to be receptive, to be willing to listen and to trust. One of the biggest misconceptions about signs from God is that they're always dramatic and flashy. We think we need to see a burning bush or hear a voice booming from the sky. But the truth is, most of the time, signs from God are gentle whispers, subtle nudges, and quiet whispers in our hearts. Another misconception is that we need to be holy roller Christians to receive messages from God. But the truth is, God communicates with everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. We just need to be open and willing to listen. Some people think that signs from God are just coincidences, but I believe that's a cop-out. Coincidences are just God's way of remaining anonymous. The key is to pay attention, to be still, and to listen to that inner voice. When we do, we start to recognize patterns, we start to see connections, and we start to receive messages that are tailored specifically to us. For example, have you ever experienced a series of strange events that all point to the same answer? Or have you ever felt an overwhelming sense of peace in the midst of chaos? These are signs, my friends, and they're worth paying attention to. So, how do we differentiate between true messages from God and mere coincidences? The answer lies in discernment, in prayer, and in trust. So, what are these 9 clear signs that God may be trying to communicate with you? First, there's the repetition of numbers, such as seeing 111 or 222 everywhere you go. Second, there are vivid dreams that feel more real than your waking life. Third, there's the sensation of being touched or caressed by an invisible force. Fourth, there's the repetitive appearance of feathers, especially white feathers. Fifth, there's the sudden, inexplicable sense of peace in the midst of turmoil. Sixth, there's the repetition of songs or lyrics that hold deep meaning for you. 7th, there's the appearance of rainbows after a storm. 8th, there's the feeling of being guided towards a specific decision or path. And 9th, there's the sensation of being watched over or protected. One sign that really resonates with many people is the repetition of numbers. I've had people share with me how they've seen 333 or 444 repeatedly, and it's always accompanied by a sense of reassurance or guidance. For some, it's a reminder that they're on the right path, while for others, it's a warning to change course. Whatever the message, it's always personal and always specific to the individual. But perhaps the most powerful sign of all is the sense of peace that comes from knowing you're not alone. When we feel seen, heard, and understood by God, it's like a weight has been lifted off our shoulders. It's like we can finally exhale and say, I'm not crazy after all. The 9 signs I've shared with you today are not just random events. They're a language, a vocabulary that God uses to communicate with us. They're a reminder that we're not alone, that we're part of something much bigger than ourselves. So, I want to encourage you to reflect on your own experiences, to think about the signs you've received from God, and to share them with us in the comments section below. Remember, God is always speaking, always guiding, and always nudging us in the right direction. The question is, are we paying attention?